Welcome to the channel, Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. If you haven't subscribed to Police Insider, give them a subscription. Compliments of this video. Men are dysfunctional, according to Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen, but let's see how dysfunctional they really are.
Not to hurt you.
In a bizarre turn of events on June 7, 2022, a woman claiming to be Trump's wife arrived at the Mar-a-Lago club. She was stopped by the Secret Service, but she continued to insist that she wanted to meet Trump since he was her husband. Here's what happened when the local police arrived and found her in her taxi, unwilling to leave.
This kind of price, she won't pay first, and now she won't get out.
She's been here in the past,
Multiple times.
so we've already been out with her.
Yes. You guys, Secret Service, everybody.
How you doing? What's going on?
Good.
Hi.
I'm good.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah? You got identification? Do you have identification?
She paid the driver to bring her here.
Yeah.
She paid already. He offered her a discounted price to bring her back home. She doesn't want to get the money first, and she doesn't want to get out now.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I want to see President Trump.
Okay, well that's not going to happen.
Send the message today. I come to here and then I want to see him.
Okay. You're not going to see him. Are you going to let him take you back to where you came from?
Why? I need to see him.
Let me go talk to them just real quick. So I guess you guys know her?
Been here at least one other time.
Okay. So she's saying she wants to see him. I'm just like, it's not going to happen. You're not seeing
Watch
him.
it back, guys.
They're familiar with her. She's been here before. Apparently we weren't out with her. She wants to see the president. I'm recording just so you know. Obviously she's not going to see him any way, shape, or form. So you guys want to talk to her or whatever.
They talked to her already, or?
They just told her to leave. All they want her to do is leave. They know who she is. They're familiar with her. She's not going to see him. They just want her out. So
Some sort of...
Obviously, there's some kind of mental health issue going on with this woman. It's very sad. I don't think it's going to end well for her.
Air dispute or something, they said?
well, he's willing to take her back, but she's not willing to go.
She was not willing to comply at all.
Sign right here. Sign your name. You have to leave, you understand? He's going to take you back home. You're going to pay him. If you come back here, you're going to be arrested. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That's called a trespass warning. I'm warning you right now not to come back to Mar-a-Lago. If you come back to Mar-a-Lago, you'll be arrested. Mar-a-Lago security and Secret Service don't want you here. He's going to take you back, and you're going to pay him for taking you back. Do you understand me?
This is a what for?
That's a trespass warning. I'm giving you a warning right now that you're not allowed to be here anymore.
Okay, so at this point, the police would have to understand the fact that this woman's got some very serious mental health issues. She's possibly medicated. I'm only surmising that. But something's definitely not right with this lady's mind.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? Say yes or no.
I understand, but
Okay.
I need
All right.
to see him.
Well, you're not going to see him. You're going home. And you're going to pay this gentleman for driving you there.
You have to pay me $60. Because I spent time, I have many customer call, I can go.
Okay, you got cash on you? How'd she pay you to come here?
Yeah, she will be paying me cash. Because I will
She
tell her
paid you cash?
Yeah. Because before I go there, I tell her cash only, she say, okay, she pay me. So I don't tell her to bring it back now because maybe I bring it back. I don't have money.
I got you.
Trouble. So she has to pay me right now to bring it back.
Okay, so this woman's definitely got mental health issues, and I'm not sure how this is going to go. She looks very disappointed.
Pay the man his money and go home.
I mistake. You want to put the jail. Why? I don't make any mistake. just I stop in everyone go and
Come to Mar-a-Lago.
on the road. What I did mistake. Why? Nonsense. I need to see him.
You're not going to see him. That's what you don't seem to understand. That's not what you're getting through your head, which concerns me for your safety and your well-being, because you don't seem to understand that you're not going to see him. So now you're starting to concern me for your safety and your well-being, because you don't seem to understand. So
The officers had no choice but to arrest the woman due to her uncooperative behavior.
are you going to pay this gentleman $60 to take you home, $60 to take you home, or not?
No, I don't have money, and I need to see him, and then
You're not going to see him.
I need to see and I need to say something. I need to talk something, and then I need to continue sport, and then everything I need to do. So today I
You
need
can't
to.
see him. We tried explaining to you several times. You can't see him. Do you have money to pay the
What
taxi
do
to
you
go home?
want to do?
We want you to go
right
home and not come back over here, or else you're going to be arrested. You understand?
now. Tomorrow I come to here.
No,
I
you can't come tomorrow.
to here.
You're going to be arrested
Come
then.
back. I come to here tomorrow. And tomorrow I can't see. Next day I come to here.
Okay, you're going to be arrested again.
Alright, so you gotta give her the ultimatum, which you just did, huh?
Pretty much.
Alright, so why don't we just, any chance we could just close the door and he can drive away?
Oh, we can do that if he's willing to do it. He wants paid, though.
Oh, pay before you go?
Yeah.
Okay.
She already paid me to bring here.
Right.
Well,
Cash or check or
Cash.
card? Cash? Okay.
Because she told me you have cash.
And it's $60 to get home?
Yeah. Now I tell her because I have like $15 stay here. I got a car and I can do nothing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we do this a lot. We deal with people like this. Sometimes we just gotta be a little patient. If we
Okay, so the situation's starting to escalate. Sorry, viewers, I had a bit of a problem with the mouse just then, but I've fixed it.
So let me go.
Okay, he has to go, so,
Yeah.
so we're gonna close the door.
Yeah, call in the car. Because I can wait.
Can't wait anymore,
Yeah, call in the car.
okay?
I'm gonna be okay.
You got, or you wanna go home? You're not seeing him. That's for the last time. All right. If you continue with this, there's going to be some consequences, and we don't want that. Okay? So it's either go home or you're going to go with us, and you don't want to go with us. Do you understand? Do you understand me? I'm not playing games anymore. Okay? Get out of the cab. You either get out of the cab or...
So you can see the element of stubbornness, determination to go through with the fantasy. Once you start seeing this kind of fantasy purpose to carry out something that's completely out of sort with the caliber of the person, you have to come to the conclusion that there's a mental health issue. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to deal with this, but I don't think it's going to end very well.
Or you go home. She just doesn't understand. I think we're going to dig her in.
You're going to come with me.
No, don't touch.
No, you're
You have to come with me. You're going to go home or you come with me.
We're going to pull you out. We don't want to do.
If you look at her eyes, I think she might be medicated. She's definitely in a world of her own, if that's fair to say.
That. Right,
We don't want to take you out. We don't want to take you. Come
No,
on.
I go home.
You go home? All right.
Give him $60. You can go home. Otherwise, he's
We're
not,
taking you.
and we're not waiting. So you got 5 seconds. You're either coming with us or you're going home.
You going home?
All right. Get her.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
No, I go home now.
You're
I
going
go
home?
home.
It's too late now.
Now I go home.
Now you see, once it escalates to the point where the officers take charge, the fantasy ends, but reality sets in to how far out of order they are.
I go home. Please.
No, because
No.
if she's got $60 in cash.
She tried to convince the officers that she was now ready to go back home, but it was too late.
Otherwise, she's going.
My bag.
It's right here. Are you going to pay him? She sits back down. Hold on. Let's.
No, I go home.
go
Why?
No, I don't want her anymore.
All right, come on out. Come out of the cab.
He doesn't want to take you.
Come out of the cab. You're out. Come on.
He doesn't want to take you anymore.
Come on.
No, don't touch. I go home.
Yeah, make it easy. You're going.
No, I go home. I just
No, you're not going home. You're going with us. Come on.
He doesn't want to take you.
There's something wrong with you.
no, I know everything.
Let go
I
of the
go
seat.
home,
Let go of
please.
the know everything.
I go home. Please, I go home.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Please, please,
Put your hands behind your back.
I go home.
Okay, so the situation has escalated.
Please, I go home. Please, I go home. Please, I go home. No, I go home. I go home. I go home. I go home. Please, I go home. I go home. No, I go home. I go home. I go home. I go home.
Not to hurt
No,
you.
please, I go home.
Now, just let me say to you, this woman thought or claimed that she's President Trump's wife and that she needs to see him. At this point, surely the police must have realised to some degree this lady has got some very serious mental health issues. Now, the situation's escalated. She's out of the car and now she's got herself being manhandled by the police. She's come out of a cave where she could hide in her fantasy. She's brought a fantasy out into reality, and reality just can't accept it because it's completely out of order. Now, there's so many different levels of this in our communities now.
No, I go home. 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 Please, I go home. I go home. Please, I go home. I go home.
All right.
You are.
How's that tight?
I go home. 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 Please, I go home. No, I go home. No, I go home. 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 Please, please, master. I go home. I want to go home.
At this point, we've lost audio, but it's obviously a very unfortunate situation.
Just relax. Relax. It's okay.
Is medicated.
The woman repeatedly told the officers that she wanted to go back home.
Please, I go home now.
Okay, hang tight.
Please, I go home now. Please, I go home now.
So what you will find now is she needs to go back to her cave, and whatever she's putting into herself or whatever her calming agent is, that will be back at her home. So the mission's failed, her fantasy has failed. There was no value for what she was wanting to do in terms of wanting to see the president as his wife. Reality's now had to say, look, we've got to deal with this person. And now she wants to go home. But I can assure you there'll be something at her home that she wants to go home to that's going to calm her down. But it's probably contributed to this mental state that she's in.
Please, I go home now. 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 Please, I go home now.
So you can see she is obsessive compulsive. I think that would be fair. She's got a mindset on something and she's going to make it happen regardless. You'll see this repetitive, obsessive, compulsive determination.
Please, I go home now. 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 Please, I go home now.
It's called racing mind as well.
Excuse me?
Why did you have to go see him?
President Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I support him.
Why?
His presidential, I support.
Okay, but we told you you couldn't. Why did you still want to see him?
I need to.
Why didn't you listen to us?
Oh, he said he married me,
Okay.
so I come to here.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll come with you. Yeah.
It's quite bizarre, but in that shot there, she's gone all grey. I don't know if you've noticed that, but she's got this appearance now of a very old Asian woman, which is quite startling, to be honest. Quite startling. Wow, what's going on with that? And just let me say to you, people that do suffer from mental health illnesses or issues, sadly they do age before their time. It's very sad.
If I take you out, are you gonna cooperate? Hey, hi, I'm Officer Pelayo, okay? All right, you're okay, all right? We're just gonna have a conversation with you. If I take you out, are you gonna fight me? Okay. We're just gonna ask you a couple questions. I just want to know, are you gonna cooperate with me?
Hi, it's me again. We're gonna go upstairs to the air conditioner and talk to you, okay?
Now, I can almost guarantee, looking at the way this woman's deteriorated and is kind of exhausted and drowsy, they need to find her doctor. I would say they need to find her doctor. This is not your normal drug addict, alcoholic case scenario. There's more going on here. This is like a psychiatric type situation for mind.
Yeah.
We'll go from there, all right?
Yeah.
Are you out of your hand?
So you can see she's exhausted. She's got out of the handcuffs because she'd only be little. But how did her black hair go to grey hair? Wow, that's kind of freaky, isn't it?
I want to go home.
Careful.
No,
Listen,
sorry.
we don't know what you've done.
Sorry.
Get out.
All right, come on.
Sorry.
I need you to step out for me. Step out.
Be good. Be good.
So it's gonna be okay.
See that, viewers? She's got black hair now. When you saw the grey hair just before, she looked like a very tired, sad, old Asian woman. But she's a very tired, middle-aged Asian woman with obviously some very serious mind issues.
It's gonna be okay.
All right. Hang on. Face the wall for me real quick. No, face the wall for me.
It's gonna be okay. We're just gonna talk to you.
Do you have anything in your bra?
See on her face, there's something there. She has any family. She's come down. So she was manic, then she was moderate, and now she's gone depressive.
Come on.
I need you to turn the keypad.
Something's not right.
Bring her up to the soft room with you. All right.
She was charged with resisting arrest. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
Okay, so she was 42 years old. Very, very sad. I'm Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Bye for now.